I have hit the go live button. I can now be I am now live streaming again for the first time in, was it 2 months? 3 months? How long has it been? Wait, let's see. I can actually find out really easily. 2 months. Okay. This is really loud. Okay, I probably don't remember any of what I was doing in the game, and I probably also won't remember the keybinds, but let's see what happens. Let's see how quickly I can pick this back up again. I have not played Factorio since the last live stream, because that's how I decided to do this whole thing. So, yeah. What was I doing? I know I was waiting for things. I had more set up than I remembered. Also, I really hope that everything is set up correctly. It looks like everything's running. But, yeah. These are missing flamethrower, right? Yes, okay. At the moment, I'm just scanning around to remind myself of what I was doing. I know the save file said red grid done, so it was probably the last thing I did. If I can find that red circuit area, that would be nice. Advanced circuit. Without a radar. I should get a radar cell over here, or radar thing. I don't remember how I was doing radars. Let's see. This thing. Let's get over here. And then I was doing a radar with something. I think it was one of these. It was with one of the defenses things, right? Or one of the additions. One of these. No, those are the normal walls. Yeah, I really don't remember what I did last. Or what I was doing. Not that, although I think it would fit within that. What? Let's see. Where is the thing? Maybe it's just in blueprints. Technically that's radar, but it's not what I meant. I want the thing that goes with the thing, which is probably in here. It's not these. It's not those. Is it in here? Shouldn't be in there. Nope. Okay, that's not the right button. How do I do this? I know it's not in production either. It's not going to be any of these. Wait, no. Full grid with radar. Unless this is not the right one. Rock in the way. Okay, so that does work. It probably doesn't need to be all the way around that, but it's in now. Okay, what was I doing? Red circuits. How are red circuits going? Seemingly well. I don't remember how this works. Output size, or output signals, 6. What is this doing? Subtracting 48. That's the number of chests. I really need to remember how this all works. This is waiting for... Oh, sorry, that just went black. Because they had a pop-up on my screen that I still haven't figured out how to make stop happening. Okay, yeah, I don't remember what the threshold of this is at all. Unless it's a negative? It might be a negative. I'm waiting for it to be greater than 320, which is coming from here. So this has to be 320. Okay, so that's slow but working. That's what the answer is. I forgot how fast trains are. Trains are really fast. Okay. Looks like this is being well supplied, which is good. It's not going fast enough because it doesn't have the modules yet. Do I have module grids? Did I get those in? Or was that what I was going to do this time? I don't remember what the prerequisites for modules are. Let's check. Copper wire, smelting. Where are modules? And where did I leave off? Where's advanced circuits? This is for making blue circuits. Yes. And this is for making the speed module 1s, and then I think I have 2 and 3s in the same spot. Right? Speed module 3 load, and it's taking in speed module 1s. So, yes. Okay, so in that case, unless I already built a speed module 1 grid, which I might have, I'll need to go back and check. That means that the next thing I need is... First I need to find... Okay, here's the advanced circuit thing. And then the advanced circuits are input to what? Several things. Okay, but I think speed module 1s... I mean, this is technically productivity module, and this is the speed module. I should have made those the same. But I know I just have to reconfigure recipes. Okay, but for module 1s, I need electronic circuits, electronic circuits and advanced circuits. And that's it. So I can put that in now. But then if I want to go to module 3s... Oh, I did actually separate these out. Okay. Yeah, in order to get to module 3s, I need... what is that? Processing unit. Is that it? No, it needs advanced circuit. That's down here. For some reason I didn't see that. So I needed to get processing units if I want to do module 3s. I don't have lights in here. I should have lights in here. I don't think I really feel like including them in the blueprint, plus they're expensive to make. So I don't think I'm actually going to add them. Okay, so, but yeah, I did that last. The next thing that I need is the modules. How is water pickup going? Perfectly fine. This is full. Interesting. I think that's fine. How's power? I need to remind myself how everything is going. Power is not good. Why is power not good? Power should be good, not good. That's a problem. And is actually likely to cause a failure if I'm not careful. Wait, didn't I? Yeah, this is... wait, what goes where? This is all power generation. Okay. These are running full speed. That doesn't have water. Oh, and this is because it's deadlocked. That's why there's not enough power, it's because it's deadlocked. Completely. Wow. Very completely. What? How did that happen? I thought I fixed that. Wait, no, this is waiting. This is waiting. I need to figure out where everything's going. This is waiting to go into here, this is waiting to go out, and this is waiting to go into there, because this is waiting to go out that way. Okay, that makes sense. I know why this is stuck, I don't know how to fix it. I'm just gonna send it way, like, down here. And I think that'll be enough to undeadlock everything. Because that'll pull in, this will pull forward, this will also pull forward. Actually, that's a coal train. That's just going to bypass, which is good. Yeah, because these reactors should not be a problem. Like, two of these reactors should be plenty for our current power demand. And yes, I do realize that bringing water in by train is silly, but I wanted to do it. It was fun. It's using that as a turnaround, which is not great. It's not terrible. As long as they don't stay there for too long. Wait, do these not go to... No, these do go to water weight. Are they just skipping water weight? They might be skipping water weight. Or it did go through there and I didn't notice. Actually, no, it was probably from down here. Yeah. Empty train, empty train. Slowly getting reacquainted with everything. It is fun to watch all of these trains move everywhere, though. Even if it can cause a deadlock. I might actually like move the water weights well out of the way. That was fun to say. There's a lot of alliteration. Yeah, because that way the water weights won't cause deadlocks. Right here, at least. Power should be way back up now. Yes. And this one never lost power? Looks like it. Where are the water tanks? How are things brought in? I don't remember how all this works. Actually, this one might be... Yeah, okay. This one is fueled in the lake next to it. But this one is brought in from here. Okay, I will check if these get deadlocked again. This might be something I need to constantly maintain, although I really hope not. But for now, I think this is safe to just run. This is the kind of situation that can get it deadlocked, though. Actually, yes, exactly. It just got deadlocked, exactly. Because everything wants to leave a different way. If I got a grid over here, it would help a lot. The problem is just when these leave at the same time. Because then you end up with 2 empty trains and 2 full trains on the tracks, with nowhere for any of them to go. There might be a way to get that to work better. Actually, moving the water weights away isn't actually going to help. Well, it would add a bit of chance, which would help occasionally. It wouldn't solve the problem, it would just reduce it. As long as these are out of sync with each other, it's fine. And if I were to put a bypass in here, it would also be fine. Except this is currently being used by this. Actually, wait, how big is the grid? Could I fit it in? No, there's still iron here. If this iron is gone, then it would be fine. This might be critical enough that I actually break the rule of using only the grid cells for this. I might just build a bypass track. Don't really want to. Might be a good idea, though. Bullet train. Yeah, these is going to be a bit before these run out of iron, even though they aren't actually getting limited by belt throughput. Actually, some of these are going to run out soon. 304, 303, these are going to be out soon, but these still have a bunch left, so those aren't. Technically, I probably don't even need that anymore. Yeah, because it'll be coming in there, but still, I'll leave it. Okay, if this deadlocks again soon, then I will actually add that bypass without using the grids. Okay, but now the power is back up, this should be running faster if it has enough inputs. Which it does, all of these are working. Okay, where are all the red ships going? Probably just getting a drop-off here, right? I have a drop-off for them? Are you a red chip drop-off? Yes. Advanced circuits. And then that just gets dropped off into here, and immediately gets consumed by everything. What are these low on? It seems to be a shortage of copper wire. Why is there a shortage of copper wire in here? Technically, I don't need to solve this problem, but I want to anyway. Now here's the normal circuits, which are actually not fast enough either. Where is this getting its copper wire from? Where are the bots coming from? Also, this charging is a problem. A lot of bots are stuck here. I'm going to add a couple additional probe boards in here. Which I am also going to have to power. That should be enough. And that'll get placed down pretty quickly, I think, because I'm pretty sure I have plenty of probe boards. Yep. So that'll reduce this problem of that charging. Power back up, completely fine. This is not deadlocked? Not deadlocked. It's just sitting for a bit because it unloads slightly unevenly. Good. How is this production going? Running nearly full speed. This is running fast. And I can't put productivity in this. I need 1.6k of those. What is my current production? Here. 1.6k. Let's look at the last 10 minutes, even though that isn't perfect because this is the power blip, I think. I am making 60, or no, I'm making 6.4 per minute. Let's do some quick calculation. I'm going to do it on my phone because it's next to me. What was the number again? 1.6k. This should be really easy mental math because that's 1600 and that's 64, 6.4. But I'm just going to type it in. Yeah, I should have got that. So that's 250 minutes. Is that right? Did I do that right? Because I have 1.6k required, and I'm producing 6.4k per minute. So yes, 250 minutes non-stop for it to completely fill up what I currently have. However, it will get faster and faster as these fill up. I might want to improve that though. I'm not sure. I need to lock back here? No. This train is moving slow, but I think it's just because there's a bunch of signals that got caught on for some reason. Look at all of this copper wire production. Any deadlock now? No. Still good. Yeah, I'm going to keep a closer eye on this more reliably, I think. Look at all of these bots. I'm curious, how many bots are in use right now? Logistic bots. About 2,000. There's about 2,000 logistics bots being used in here right now. Not actually that many are coming from here. Less than I expected. Probably just because there's, like, you can get it from up here. Most of the bots are coming from other places. Also, at some point this is going to be a big problem. Because I'm burning through the backlog of petroleum gas very quickly. And it's fun to watch. I do have plenty of storage left for the empty things, though. What are they called? Empty barrels. Okay, things are working. Do I make that productivity module thing now, or do I wait? Productivity module production grid. Actually, productivity 1 might not be the issue. Productivity 1 is probably not a problem. Yeah, I mean, the Productivity 1 producers are running almost constantly, not quite, but the reason it's not running constantly is because this is full. So yeah, putting that grid in would make absolutely no sense. Which means that the limiting factor is the production of the tier 2s, which is probably actually limited by an input. One of the circuits. Yeah. No, this is actually keeping up. Are all these keeping up? Are all of the tier 2 things producing constantly? This one was not for a moment. I think the productivity 2s are keeping up just fine. Which means I just need more of them. Which would fully rely... What's this? Oh yeah, this is missing that for beacons. But not low on that right now. Yeah, so that means I'm going to be using more of my local supply of circuits of various kinds. Which, particularly, what are they called? Processing units. Blue circuits. Which are produced over here. And are not keeping up. Where'd my mouse go? I lost my mouse. I actually lost my mouse. Where's my mouse? There it is. Yeah, these are running constantly. Sulfuric acid, not a limiting factor. Yeah, these are producing and being consumed constantly. I could fit a couple more in. If I wanted to. I should just get the full thing actually set up, like the full grid. But for now, I think I'll move it. Do I need this? Is this powering anything? I don't think this is powering anything. Is it Alt-X? No. Control-X? Control-X clones. Is it Alt-A? No. Alt is that. I don't remember the keybinds. Control. Nope. X swaps those. Maybe I was just doing this. No, I need this destruction planner. Which Alt D. Got it. Eventually. Looks like there might be a charging thing being slow here too. I'm just gonna add another one. Doesn't hurt. It might need its own power thing, but I think that's going to connect there. When will this be destroyed? I want to make sure it doesn't break anything when it's removed. Everything's fine. But I wanted to do that so I could do this. Alt-D, remove that, which means it's going to temporarily lose the sulfuric acid to batteries. But then, after that, it'll be disconnected again, so that'll be fine. And I have the modules for that. This is a negligible improvement, by the way, but it might as well fit. Let's check the lab. What materials do some of these things need? Because the next thing that I need after advanced circuits, which is right here, I already have sulfuric acid production in the cell, right? Did I already build that? I think I already built that. I might have not actually already built that. Copper wire, copper plate, electronic circuit, water. This is plastic, iron, oil refining. Yeah, no, I don't have that. Okay, I can't talk. So sulfuric acid will be the next grid that I need to place in here. I just need to choose when or where, not when. Might be worth starting to fill in even more of this area then, just so I have the grids. I want to leave space around these because it means that there's less opportunities for trains to get stuck trying to go past each other. Not deadlocked. Was worried for a moment when I saw those backed up. Okay, let's try to add that. Full grid. This has that. Yes. Okay. I don't think there's any reason I can't just put that in there. Now it's going to take a few passes because it needs to get the landfill in. There's a chance that there's a reason I left it there, but if there was, I don't remember it, so I'm just going to continue. There should be attacks coming in occasionally. I'm sure there have been, but just not visibly. Yep. Uranium patch right here. Don't need it though. Do I expand this out? I guess I might as well. Doesn't hurt. Most of this is going to be in range directly. I'm not going to do this because I want to leave. Is this stone or copper? Stone. Okay, I'm going to leave that separate. I don't know how much stone I'm going to be using right now, but I will be using it later. I think I needed a lot of it for satellites or rockets, one of the two. And this stone patch is actually getting low, but I think I have another one. Yes, I do currently have this, and there's still plenty. Where's that icon? There's the icon. 3.8 million. It's gonna last a bit. There goes construction. Curious if that's causing a notable power spike. Eh, not really. Deadlocks? Nope. Still good. Although, this might be in a state where it could be at a risk of deadlock soon. Depends on how exactly it works. Actually, there may have been a red circuit load just dropped off here at the end of my last stream. I don't remember. If so, that might be what's letting these run more constantly. Anyway, sulfuric acid. Or more accurately, just sulfur. This iron, I'm just going to continue this iron line down here later. This is oil production right here. That's right. So this is the other oil grid when I need it. It's going to go right there. Why is this slow, by the way? No, this is not slow at all. This is completely fine. But it is just unloading into here. And is not burning it off. Good. Wanted to make sure. It's also just going to be a lot of train traffic back and forth between here and here to fill up the water. Okay. This is getting close. Don't know if that's far enough along to actually have that be find a place yet, but we'll find out. Oh, I need to also have the laser defenses right there. Where's Megabase? Megabase. Wait, is it even in here? The laser thing might not even be in here. It might be at the start. I don't know if I ever noticed that folder. Okay, is it? No, that's the cell. Train. This looks like it. So I can go in there. Oh, water. Good, there's landfill. Okay. Wasn't sure if I had landfilled that previously. I'll expand both of these, or no, I'm not going to expand this one out again because of this. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to connect this in yet, but we'll figure it out later when we actually need to. But this side I can't expand in by a couple more because the soil patch is a little ways away, so there's space. That's a cliff. Okay, wasn't sure what that was. Down to 1.5k. Okay. Yeah, what to do now? I want to add the sulfur and sulfuric acid in. Maybe I should expand the plastic and sulfur like across, well, not over to the iron, but across this way. Or I can put plastic down here and sulfur over here or something. Then I'll just need to figure out where to put the petroleum later. That actually sounds kind of fun. Maybe I do plastic here, sulfur here, and just expand them just in pairs down here. Obviously not, like, if the need is not balanced, then I won't expand both, but... Yeah, let's do that. Let's make this one the sulfur. Just to double check, I don't have sulfur placed yet. Correct. Okay. So let's get that sulfur grid. Wrong button. Production. Sulfur. Is this how I want this to be? This doesn't actually fill the entire grid. That's right, because you produced a huge amount of sulfur very quickly. Technically that one doesn't either. Maybe I should line that up. Both of these take 3 stations, I think. Yes, 3. This one also takes 3, so let's rotate this so that the missing station is on that side. Yep. Double checking that nothing's actually in the way. Nope. Good. Go. No, something was in the way. What is it? Why wasn't that placed? Oh. Did that add in the... No, okay. In that case, I need to do the thing where I go into here, 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 then I grab the sulfur grid, temporarily put it in my inventory. I remember this being a thing. And then landfill it, put it back, open the blueprint library, go back all the way over here, go back into production, put it back, then pick it up and put it in again. Yes, there's now landfill there. Deadlocks? Nope. Still running. It's a little close though. Let's run these across one more time to make sure that if there's anything it missed, it can get added in again. The fences don't extend down to here. They probably should. Oh, there's a lot of ore and just other things over here. That's probably why I haven't expanded it much. Also, I don't know that they would attack anything here. Although it does leave an open area, so yeah, I should extend the defenses around this corner. Oh wait, it's not there, is it? Oops. Too far. Okay, and then here, here, and here. This one overlaps, so don't need to put that there. Although, I could be using these walls at this point. I probably should be. But I'm not. Particularly over here, when there's this many things, and the pollution will be expanding this way. Yep, maybe I remove the things I just told it to place. Yeah, let's actually use the right walls. Which are where? Here. I know I designed these for the outpost, but I think... wait, I wasn't doing this because I didn't want to worry about having to remove it when I was expanding. That's why I'm not using it. But also, this is all going to be outpost. So I think this should just be that. I will go back and use this down here, though. Now, what broke? Oh, got all the way up here. Whatever it was. What was it that broke, actually? Roboport. Not really that important. Not a problem. That's just because the defenses are on the inside, so they don't have to be over the water. Oh, wrong one. I think I just need this one more pass to get everything in, probably. 2 more passes. This is probably decently far along at this point. Oh wait, no, because landfill again. I should have put this on the bar while I'm working with it. Let's do that. And I'm going to take that. Oh, not that. That's the button. Off my hotbar. This might still be missing something. I don't know, but we'll find out soon. And I'll just place it down in another pass over it. I think I may have heard something else get placed when I just did that. But regardless, I'm going to do one more, and I'm going to bring this down this way. Now, where do I want to put sulfuric acid processing? I should probably put it right next to all the rest of this stuff. Probably. Would be kind of nice to be able to expand this in 2 dimensions. Plastic, well, I mean, iron ore is going to be the bigger one. Plastic can just extend directly. I might just put sulfuric acid right here, even though I have just been keeping everything spread apart by a lot. I don't know if I need that now for this part. What does the sulfuric acid grid require? It needs a water input, I think. Actually, I just don't remember. What does sulfuric acid actually require? Iron plate, sulfur, and water. So yeah, I should just put it right in here somewhere. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna put it in here, which means that I need to remove this, which does leave this a little bit less defended. But I can move that defense out to this grid once it's in. Actually, not just once it's in. I want it to be moved over there now. Wait, no, I keep going too far. I want to go here. Yeah, let's just do these three. I need to leave these two in for a moment while those get put in, but then I'll remove these two as well. Oh, out of cliff explosives. I mean, I know I never really automated those that much, but they are automated. At least they should be. Where? I need to remember. I think they're somewhere over here. Somewhere. Keyword somewhere. I have no idea where they are specifically. Maybe down here. Normal explosives, so cliff explosives probably are nearby. But I really don't know. Item ingredient shortage. Huh. Uranium might actually be a problem soon. Where am I mining uranium? No, I'm getting distracted. I want to find the cliff explosives things first. Problem is I have no idea where I put it, and it's going to be a small build in the middle of nowhere somewhere. Or it's in here. There's a chance it's in here. Actually, it feels kind of likely it's in here. Here it is. Shortage. What does this need? Barrels. Oh, wait. I think I know why that's a problem. Let's bring this back over here. I need to find it again. Yeah, so I think the reason this is not working is because it requires barrels as an input, and I'm currently storing them in buffer chests, and I doubt that this is set to request for buffer chests. Does anything else require barrels other than the actual barreling recipes? I doubt it. At least nothing immediate. Yes, request from buffer chests. There we go. How long does this take to make? 8 seconds. Let's just watch this complete a production. Complete a recipe. That's the word. Here we go. Actually, this is going to be slightly slower because it's 0.75. Oh, several things are being broken. Oh, this is actually a problem. I don't have a wall on this. I should go deal with that myself because I think I have this set up so that I could build it, but I don't want to worry about it. So I'm going to go up there and help it myself, and then figure out how to enclose it. Do I just do a wall? I might just do a wall, because this will have materials for a wall. Oh wait, I need to make sure this is not auto-targeting. Yes, good. Okay. So I want to come over here, jump out, and use not rockets. Okay. That would have actually taken a while for it to break through, because it was getting constantly repaired. Okay, walls. How does this line up? Terribly. Very, very terribly. Okay, not putting walls here. What's another option? Could use those pods, although it would end up linking these, I think. But I could use one of these from here. That does not include road port, so that would be fine. Nothing should jump across. that's something. And then I want the rest of the city to be fended by this kind of pod. I will have to get power to it, but that's fine. Oh, I can take this down. That'll be handy. I can put this closer. Now let's tear this all the way out. So I think I want to put this here-ish. It's probably a good gap. And then I can put this up here. That'll fit. And let's put this one sort of in the middle. And then one more on this side. Doesn't cover everything. Actually, I'm going to take this out and I'm going to put 2 on this side. Or, no, actually 3, because I want to put 1 here too. Because you have a wall. Oh wait, let's not put that one there because the wall can go through here when I actually need the wall. Do I put the wall in temporarily just so as a reference? I might put it in as a reference. Although it does actually collide with that. Okay, so I didn't plan for that well. Never mind, not going to put that wall in. Let's go back and just grab one of these again. Use this like I had before. And then I should have everything I need to connect these, so let's do that. I can do that. How do I link this? What's the best place? I think I just need to use 2. And then I can link that through, no, let's put it in the middle. That didn't connect. Let's put it there. Put this in, that's interesting. There's nothing it will link to, so I guess I'll put it up there. And then I'll need 2 for this, so I'm going to put 1 in here and 1 down here. Is that all of them linked? I think that's all of them linked. Yeah. Okay. This is now sufficiently protected for now. It's imperfect, but doesn't need to be perfect. Not entirely sure how an attack got to that specific location in the first place. Maybe it managed to get around here? Barely? It's the only thing I can think of. Only other way would have to go all the way around one of here, or one of those, which makes no sense to me, so I think it would probably have been from one of these. Somehow. Anyway. Switch back to this. Make sure this is actually all the way in. I think it is. Don't think anything else was added in when I did that. This did just add a ton more speed modules that are needed. When it's dark, it's a little bit hard to tell if these are ghosts or actually placed, but I think these are actually placed. This train is in here. I can just hit run on that. I don't actually think I intended to include that with the blueprint, but apparently I did. Oh, and it also immediately deadlocked itself because it wasn't ready to handle that. Is there any way I can make this work? Actually, no. This is a really bad deadlock because everything is trying to turn immediately. Which means I would need to probably somehow get one of these to back up, but I think I just need to add temporary tracks to let them escape. Or I can destroy the trains, but I can probably just add them, let them exist in the system. Yeah, this is terrible for the junction, but it will at least prevent it from dying. Oh wait, there's water there. Let's see, that train's going that way, so this would have to go up there. I think I need to do this slightly differently. Oh, I can't remove that. Let's do this. Okay, let's just do... Let's see, I would have to connect it around like this. That'll be fine. It's going to take a moment to actually be built, but I can wait for that moment. It's not going to take that long, don't think. Several things are being damaged, because the laser turrets are not in here yet, because I don't have the laser turrets yet. I remember constantly being short on those. Although they do get moved up, or they do move up far enough to actually hit the ones that exist, so I guess that's fine. Where is that train? Already lost it. Probably over here. Yes, okay. Where are the bots with the rails? Probably these. Yes. Those will be fine in a moment. These also have rails, although apparently they need to charge. This is going to suddenly start using a lot more petroleum, but I think that's fine because I'm producing a lot of petroleum just by default right now. And I still have a bunch in storage. I'm curious if this will recalculate its path to end up going that way, or if I need to tell it to do that. Looks like no. Okay. Please go this way. And then that's already enough to help undeadlock this, but I need to move this further. Oh, I can't go through the junction. Wait, I can probably send it down this way. No? Oh wait, yes, because it's blocking its own signal. So yes, if I now do Control Z, it should mark all of that for destruction. Let the train out. Wait, I can't redo, can I? I can't redo. Which means I need to get this track back in. Wait, no, the track's already there. I just need to move this out somewhere. Why is it still locked? Oh, wait. Because this is backwards. This is on the wrong side of the track. Let's temporarily get that in. And then I'll Control Z that as well, as soon as the train can go through. However, this should already be enough to actually get this working. Interesting. Oh wait, no. It makes sense why that was not picked up. Oh, wait. Can I get just that track? Looks like no. I'm gonna have to... Oh, wait. Now quickly get that. Okay, that was close. And then I can do that, and then move the ghost. There we go. That worked. Now I just need to wait for the bots to get down here to place this, which should be soon. Yep. But look at this sulfur. I don't have a train to pick it up yet, but I don't need one to pick it up yet. Always fun to watch the trains just fly by when they're going extremely fast. Okay, there we go. This can now escape, but I want it to escape. Wait a minute. Is that still the wrong side? No? I am confused. Oh, it might just be the signal. No, I don't think that'll work. I thought that would be enough to... Oh wait, no, because I still need to remove this signal. Which is slightly risky. Okay, let's send you up here. Actually, no, let's send you like way over here so that you're not going to be in the way. And then bots can finally pick these up behind it. And then I can control Z. Control... Oh wait, I have to control Z a bunch because it's going to put these back. That's fine. I think I just hit Control Z one extra time, which I wish I didn't. But it looks fine. Okay. Wait, if it's not placed yet, I can just do that. There we go. Okay. Perfect. That was a lot to sort out a deadlock, but it's fine now. And this is still not deadlocked, somehow. Despite the fact that it is quite prone to deadlocking. Yeah, this produces sulfur very fast, even without the speed boost. Yeah, pickups. Sulfuric acid? Where is it? Sulfuric acid. Here it is. I think that's the next thing I need. Yeah, sulfur load, sulfuric acid only requires sulfur and iron plate and water. So yeah, sulfuric acid is next. Let's return. Megabase production, sulfuric acid grid, and let's figure out where to put this. I have not decided yet. Also, I need to place in the grids again. Do I just put it here? I might just put it here. Because all the things it requires are very similar to everything else. Yeah, let's just put it there. There's probably a bunch of shallow water in here that I'm going to have to wait for it to landfill. In the meantime, let's get the remaining of these in, which is going to take a few more tries than just that. Also, I think... Actually, I remember why I didn't put this in. It was so I didn't connect to this, but I guess since it's in the middle, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I'm gonna add that much more in. Wait, nope, never mind. Changed my mind. Look like I can Control Z. Just waiting for the landfill. Actually, quite a lot of landfill. Look at all the bots. Wow, it's actually using pretty much all of the construction bots. It's using 3,000 construction bots. And still consistently 2,000 logistics bots. Didn't know that it would take that many construction bots to place this. That's fun. Although, I actually know it's because they're stopping this. That's why. That's why there's so many in use. I feel like I should be making flamethrower turrets even if I don't plan to use them, just to get rid of the warning. Which need to go somewhere. I actually don't remember if I'm already making them. I don't think I am. And, I would need to actually go over the train to check. I'm not going to do that yet. Are those still ghosts? Those are probably just ghosts. There's no radar down here, so it's not going to update. How's this going? It's actually drained a lot of copper. Wow. Yeah, this isn't actually producing nearly as much copper as it has been anymore. I don't think I'm low on copper. I think I have another copper mine somewhere. Let's see, coal, iron, stone. Do I have another copper mine? Iron. This is oil. I might not actually have another copper mine, at least not feeding this. This is definitely still a copper mine. Wow, it's a copper mine still using yellow belts. Never updated it. Guess I didn't need to. But that's feeding the main base. And I think I want to leave that. How's uranium going? Is this uranium? No, this is not uranium. Wait, this is also copper. Uranium's down here. No, wait, here? Here. Maybe it's time I actually upgrade this. Oh, that's interesting. Apparently, this substitutes, apparently the thing that removes miners, keeps the pipes. Guess it doesn't hurt. Oh wait, these are still gun turrets anyway. Yeah, I'm just gonna take out all of that and just replace it with, one of these a little bit further out. Just to make more space. Even this is gigantic. This doesn't actually fit in there, which does leave an space open, but it would have to get through all of this first, so I think it's probably fine. That's all in construction. It's not in power though, so let's grab this and get it into power. And then let's grab the mining tile and add another pair of rows to this. I'm going to have to get sulfuric acid up here, but this is connected into the main base, so that's fine. Oh, this is going to take a bit because it has to completely drain the ammo. Oh, I can remove the buffer chest now as well then. Probably, yeah, it's fine. Doesn't hurt to leave these here, I guess. Well, but do I need them? Ack. Sorry, the pop-up popped up again, which I still can't remove. Work it out at some point. Okay. Yes, let's get this to connect in here, which I have absolutely no reason to worry about balancing on this. I think I can pass this through here, so let's put this here. Let's bring this around here. And then let's get sulfuric acid. Those are connected. Let's just get it up here. Actually, because those are connected, I can just do this, I think. It should be enough to connect everything. Yeah, just because I noticed the uranium being technically a little bit low, even if it's not actually draining that fast. Might as well improve this while I'm here. Question is, do I want to build this out more? I mean, it doesn't really hurt. Yeah, sure, let's do it. Mining tile. Which I have to slide forward so that it actually covers uranium. Yep, okay. I'm not going to go further just so I don't have to move this again. And then this can come down here, merge in here. I can put this here. That's going to mean that this is going to stop for a moment. And then if I want to get this in, that's going to have to jump over this and then move up. It doesn't actually have to jump after this. I'll figure out what's being blown up in a moment. Let's do that. You know what? No, let's do this so that's not getting in the way. What was exploded? This. It's probably going to get blown up again. It's probably still down here. Whatever's breaking it. Also, I need to continue getting these grids to work because some of them were still not complete. And then let's get... Oh wait, this is the normal sulfur grid. Let's just double check that that is not missing anything. Oh wait, that included the trains again. Okay. Now let's grab the sulfuric acid. First, let's remove this from here. I probably don't need another pass after that. That's probably enough. Oh wait, this has not been landfilled. Let's fix that. Nope, too far. Okay, I want to go here, and then I want to bring it from here over to here, pick it up, put it back in here, then pick it up, go back to the blueprint library, back to Megabase production, put it back. This now has landfill, put it back on my bar, even though I probably don't need to do that, and place. There we go. So it'll take 2 more passes to actually get everything in here. Oh, and this is going to deadlock itself. This is loading. Wait, this is already running. Petroleum gas, petroleum gas. Where's that trying to go? Oh wait, this is the train that was going to the other spot. This has nothing to do with the sulfuric acid. Let's just bring it down here. That's for this. To go in up here. But apparently something else is already called over to get this. No. Oh, it's just disabled because it's full. Okay. In that case, I'm hoping that that'll be called over to there. Actually, oh look, it was. I mean, not to there, but to somewhere else. Okay, good. This is working. That might be enough now. Don't think there's anything else on its way. Then I can do another pass there. Apparently, this was not stopped in time. I guess it's fine. I can leave it spiky. Or I can place it in again. I don't need it yet. That'll be fine. I will need to find a spot to put the production, or the processing units soon. Still not deadlocked, but look how many trains are going through here. This is a great spot to watch the trains, just because there's so much happening constantly, going everywhere. There we go. Train should be called in soon. I'll probably need to add in the sulfur train. I don't think that's in yet, anywhere. Which is it this one? Is this the sulfur? Sulfur unload. Yes, okay, so I need to add in the sulfur train. So let's grab the cargo train blueprint, rotate, try to get it on the correct track this time, which is going to be this one, right? No. This way. Or this way on this track. Let's put it here. Then once that's actually in, then I will set its settings. I should have placed it down closer to the base so I don't have to wait for it to fly all the way over here. Guess it's fine. Still waiting for laser turrets, which is probably just production speed, I guess. Nope. Production units, or processing units. I keep saying the wrong... Nope, wait. Batteries. Wait, batteries? Batteries. Batteries. How are batteries low? Very confused. Apparently it's just low. Interesting. Surprised. That'll be fine eventually. Or actually, that should be fine pretty soon. Not too worried about that. Is the train in? Nope. Where are the bots that are going to put the train in? Are you a train? You are a train. Where's the train cars? Is it you? Extremely hard to tell. Yes. Okay, those are gonna just jump around to come over here. But the engine's gonna be here first, which is very handy. I need to do another scan of this. Looks like that might have gotten everything. Yep, that's probably the last scan I need of that. There we go, okay. And then I'll set this up while I'm waiting. This is going to go to sulfur load, sulfur unload until full and until empty. And if I remember correctly, that's all any of these need. And now I just need to wait for it to be fueled and have its cars. Which, cars should be here first, so yeah, I can just, is it control click? Control shift click. That makes it manual. That'll start moving as soon as it has fuel. And then it'll go back and forth between these. It's a very short distance. There's a viewer bot that I am going to now ban. If I can find the thing, a moment. There it is. I had the wrong button first. Where is the fuel? Should be here soon. Here it is. So we can watch this start going. If I thought I could get here before the bot, then I would run down here and ride in it. But I'm not going to, I'll just follow with the camera. fill up on a bunch of sulfur. Good, it is correctly balancing, even if it is a little bit weird the way that it works. If I remember correctly, I tested and it should be plenty fast and should manage full throughput despite having the slightly weird balancing. And then, is there anything else this is waiting for? Don't think so. I think this will start making sulfuric acid immediately. Then I'll be able to get a sulfuric acid drain. Here we go. Do I actually need a sulfuric acid drain? I'm not low on it in here. Yeah, nowhere near low on sulfuric acid in here. So I'll add in the sulfuric acid drain after I have the processing units in, which I think is next. First, let's see how this is going. Are these still all running? Oh, this one is not. This may have run out for a moment. Or I just saw it wrong. There's a possibility it was actually running and I completely saw it completely wrong. Still 1.6 thousand. Oh, no. Well, yes, 1.6k. Just said it weird. Okay. Yes, now let's check on power. Whoa, bad. Deadlock again? Deadlock again. Okay, I'll probably add that bypass track. And then it will just merge in down here somewhere. Okay, that's the first place where it can run straight. So let's do that. And then let's figure this out, which is going to have to be under here. Now, this still actually isn't necessarily going to work. There is a way that this could not work. However, it should make that scenario substantially less likely. Also, I need to get the signals in quickly, actually. Otherwise, trains are going to crash. Where are my signals? Okay, block signal. Actually, is this fine? Well, kind of. I'm just going to add that in there. And then on this side... This can either be a block or a chain signal. Both of them will work. Technically, I think the chain signal might actually remove one more possibility of a deadlock scenario, even if that scenario is already unlikely. By the way, I'm not moving these past myself right now, which I know is making power worse, so that I can watch this fix itself once everything is actually built. I want to watch the trains on deadlock themselves to make sure that they actually do it. Nope. It's a wall. It's fine. Okay, here's some more of those. Where are the signals? Signal should be here soon. It's fine. I don't think signal will be a problem immediately, because actually, even if the ghosts weren't there, I think this would be fine for now. But the signals are required to actually make this function. Are you a signal? No. You are a logistics spot, so you're not a signal. Are you a signal? You are a signal. I would like to know where the other signal is, though. Possibly already in? Actually already in. Okay. So I'm just waiting for that signal, which should be here soon. Has to charge first. There we go. I think this train should be able to leave now? Yes, okay, good. It was able to repath. And then once that leaves, this will start moving. This will wait here. Yeah, this does not technically prevent a deadlock. It just means that there's one more waiting space so that it can't get into the deadlock state by having the 4 simultaneous train problem. This should get power back up and running nice and quickly. Yep, okay, that's working. Sulfuric acid should be very good now. Yep, 4,000 of 25,000. Not bad. Pretty good. Okay, those need to get up to 12,500 for before a train would pick it up. Here come circuits. I think all of these are running at a good rate. The rate is just production, but that's what the modules are for. Oop, wait. There's an oil field here. I completely didn't notice that the last time. Which means that either I can't expand plastic down this way, or I need to give up on using this oil field. Which, I mean, I think I have plenty of oil fields around, so I don't think that's likely to be an issue. But still, failed to take that into account. Okay, yes, so we now have sulfuric acid. I think the next thing is production, or not production, I keep saying the wrong thing, processing units, which is somewhere. Modules, where is, this one? Here it is. Actually remarkably minimal. I forgot how few, or how small this build was. But I mean, if I remember correctly, it's nice and fast. Submitted by Red Circuit Input, probably. But yeah, this only requires things that I have. So, processing units, next thing. And I might just want to I might just want to add it in. Just go for it. I just need to choose where. This is for power, this row. So not there. This is going to continue to be iron. I'm not going to change that. I think leaving a gap here is a good idea. These 3 are expanding down, which means I would have to go over here. However, these 2 are going to have to be expanded a lot. A copper plate's going to have to be expanded down. So I need to find a place to put this. Coal's there. Honestly, maybe the middle of the lake. I might just expand this out as far as it can without running into the ore patches. Okay, this one's tiny enough I can probably just build over that. That's not a concern. But oil is there. Let's see. That does not run into the oil. Okay, so I can do that. That'll expand over the water, but that's fine. Let's see. That would collide with the oil patch. This would not. Wait, actually, would it? Yes, it would. Okay. But that means that I can continue this out to here. Yeah, I'm just going to fill that in completely, like I had it before. It can go down here, so let's do that, and let's do that. Also, I can't actually see what I'm doing, because there's no radar in here, but ooh, I'm gonna have to add defense to this one because that's gonna contact land again, which means that they could path all the way over this. This is gonna take a bit to actually build out though, because the world ports have to be built on the landfill. If I remember correctly, I saw something that the new update after this, well, new is in quotes now because it's been a while since 2.0 was released at this point, but I haven't played it yet. But if I remember correctly, I saw something about that having an improved way to deal with landfill and blueprints, which would be helpful here, but I'm not upgrading this world, or this playthrough. Maybe I'll upgrade the world at some point later. Not sure. Also, I mentioned this in my Discord server, but it's probably mentioned in a video. Yeah, I'm. This is unlikely, but I'm kind of hoping to finish this playthrough by in the next 4 days, so that I can play Space Age on my birthday. However, that's unlikely. That's going to be difficult significantly because there's still a lot more to do in this playthrough, particularly the way I've designed it. But if I can manage it, it's a goal I can try for, even if I don't think I'm likely to make it. Okay. Anyway, back to gameplay. At this point, it's interesting to compare how big starter base is versus the grid. Particularly, even if you just pretend that none of the grid was there and just compare the space for the grids themselves, like the actual production grids, they're still, I think, total maybe just the same size as my base. Wait, actually, I can actually calculate that. 1, 2, 3. Actually, I need to count the power 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I'm not counting the outposts. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, so counting all of those, it's pretty close to the size of my base right now, depending on exactly how you transform it. Like, if you're counting air gaps, then I don't know how to calculate that. At least not quickly. I can calculate it, just that would take a long time, obviously. I think I like how this one looks the most right now. Right now I'm liking the contrast of the coal and the plastic. This looks cool. Anyway, a train would be able to pick up sulfuric acid now. This has reached the point where it is able to pick up. This is currently waiting for the sulfur unload. Or, no, the sulfur load? Okay, it is fully unloaded, so it's waiting until it can load sulfur, which is over here. Yep. Which, actually, this is pretty close to just being fine. 320 from here, 126. Okay, so it's halfway there. Or less than halfway, like a third of the way. Actually, somewhere between those. Anyway, but regardless, this is working. There's still plenty of sulfur in here. And this is a huge amount of sulfuric acid. Okay, yes, so yeah, I'm just waiting for this now. Should I add a radar over here? Maybe, but for now, I'm just going to go with the strategy of walk up and down the edge to load everything. Actually, that isn't quite going to work because water. So I need to send it along the rails, which will be better. Here we go. Let's see how this is going. Oop, there's water here. I apparently immediately lost track of where the water started. Luckily I was able to make it past. Also, very good that the spider can't be run over. Oh wait, the reason it's not being built out is because I haven't updated this. Let's improve this. Next pass. Starting to wish I had lights on this, but it's probably fine. Not all the landfill is in. Actually, it's probably low. No, it isn't low on landfill. It's just taking a while for some reason. Quickly down here. It's interesting that that is not filled in. Maybe I just missed that when I was sliding. Wish I could set this a loop while it walks back and forth. I feel like I should add some temporary buffer chests so that the bots don't have to go back and forth constantly. It will lead to an overproduction of some things. Oh, how many bots are trying to charge here? Little hard to tell. A lot. That might actually be a limiting factor. Let's, where can I add one that's close? Nowhere. There's nowhere that's close to this where I can add this. Let's just try adding a couple around here, see if it helps. I'm not sure if it will. Wrong thing. Want power there, power here, and did I put one up here? No. I should. Still plenty of rails, so the problem is just... Oh, look! There's extra rails here. Let's just get those back into the system. Actually, I'm not producing any rails over here right now. What else does this need, and why isn't it getting it? Is it bricks? Is it rock? Whatever it is, it's supposed to be from here. There's none of it there, too. It's this. I'm guessing it's supposed to be stone. Yes. Something does not have a place to put something. Also, this isn't connected, so I can't actually do much about this. Maybe I do have to just connect in the additional stone. Wait, no, I have stone over here, which is fine. So I just need to add the additional train to get the stone in. That's fine. Okay. Actually, I should probably just do rails. No, I want the base to be able to produce things like it has been. So I am going to get... Where is it? Where's stone? Here's stone. Do I want to make this requesters? I might want to make these requesters. Or just have a priority thing, which I think is better. I'll do that. But I also need to set up a drop-off for stone down here, unless I already have it, which I don't think I do. Don't think any of these are for stone. Nope. Okay, so I need to add in a stone line over here, which I feel like I have this section saved somewhere. Not sure. Also, I can remove this from the hotbar now. If I don't, I can just copy it, but is it this? No, it's the wrong thing. Because it's not the full grid. I don't need the plastic grid on me. I also don't need these on me. I'm just going to remove all of those. I will keep the smelting grid though, because there's a good chance I'll need to expand that soon. Let's quickly scan the blueprints here. If it's not here, then I'll just copy and paste. None of these are the right symbols. Doubt it's going to be in startup. Nope, wrong kind of station. Yeah, it's not there. Okay, so I'm going to have to just copy and paste one of these. Preferably not including the train. Oh wait, this is going to have to include that so that I can go all the way across. Okay, that should be fine. Then that can overlap with that. I can put that in. Then I can get this in there. I can get this. Oh wait, this is already in. I just need to select the station and update some things. But that means I'm going to have to go over here. Wait, where am I right now? Oh, I'm stuck. I was trying to go up there. But I can't actually be helpful up there until I go over here. So that's where I need to go first. Is the station in? As soon as the station is, as soon as the station is in, there we go. I need to select it and change it so that it's not going to try to do this thing. What? How much does the stone stack to? 50. Stack size. 50. Does save? Yes. Okay, I don't want this to be advanced circuit unload. I want this to be stone. Wait, do I already have a stone unload? I have 2 stone loads. I don't see a stone unload. Nope. Okay, so I need to make a stone unload. Oh, multiple things are exploding. Not great. We'll be fine in a moment. Let's improve this. So I should try to get that one in too. Also, I need to keep doing this. Let's try to keep this up. More things are exploding. It'll be fine. Eventually. The problem is this missing. But as soon as that gets placed in, it'll be fine. Or if they eat through far enough that they get into one of these, it'll be fine. I'm not worried about that. Oh, I don't have a roboport in range of that. Did they fit anywhere in here? If I remember correctly, they don't, which is unfortunate. But I can put it over here. I should use the big poles. Actually, wait, I can probably remove that. No, I can't. So let's just do that. I'm waiting for this to be put in. Probably one of these. Nope, it's not one of those. There it is. Wait, no, that's a large power pole. There we go. Yep, solved itself. Deadlock? Nope, all good. I forgot what I was doing. Oh, right, this. Oh, this is more of a problem. I don't like that they got through that. Not entirely sure how it got through that. Okay, yeah, I need to go get that manually. Wherever it's going to be. Do I have laser defenses? Yes, so I don't actually need to get out of the Spidertron. Oh, water. Let's go over this way. Where is it? Nothing's exploding right now, but there's no lasers in here, so it shouldn't still be alive. Slightly concerned, because that means I have no idea where that is. Ah, it got all the way over here. Okay. I think it is fine now, in that case. Let's get over here again. Okay, now I just need the new stone train, which I guess I can place down remotely while I'm waiting for my character to get over here. Luckily that should be placed pretty quickly, because it's right near my base. Well, actually, right within my base. I just don't remember exactly where that is, like where they're coming from. Is this spot stuck on a loop? Nope. Okay. Okay, so your chat is not visible to anyone else because you are probably going to be trying to scam me in some way. However, if you are not, then I have a Discord server. You can join that to see when I'll stream next time. You can find the Discord server, I think, in my Twitch description, but also in my YouTube description. Here we go. Okay. Stone. Stone load. Stone unload. Until full, until empty. Go. Except I actually... Oh, wrong thing. Wait, I want to be in the train. I guess I'm not in the front of the train, but I am in the train. This should load nice and quickly. That was an interesting path. I know why I took it, but it's still interesting. Wonder how fast this is going. Look, we found a new oil patch, which means it shows up as being depleted in negative time. Where is that oil patch? Probably down here, is my guess. Somewhere. Yep. Yeah, I'm expecting this to fill up really quickly. I'm going to move to the front, though. Also, fuel should not be a concern. Nope. Yeah, that was really fast. Here we go. I can feel an acceleration difference, I think, when it's full. Not entirely sure about that. Apparently there's another train just leaving here, probably full of iron. Yep, that was the train that just went by. Wait, I can figure out how fast I'm going. 298 kilometers per hour. Almost back. This is also, let me check on whether or not this is deadlocked, which it is not. Good. I can jump out, get into the Spidertron, watch this unload, which is good. Now stone is available in here, which is going to fuel a whole bunch of things. But I also want to bring it in up here so that anything that is not directly supplied by it is indirectly supplied through the old supply chain. Although it did actually just get another stone thing in, so yeah. This one finally loaded. How much is left here, actually? It's small enough that I can't tell. Oh wait, 187,000. Not that much. Is the second line used for anything? It's used for bricks. Which I can probably leave these too, but just in case, I'm gonna use both of these. Also, I don't need to get out of the Spidertron, but I want to. So I'm gonna do this and that. Wait, no, I'm right here. I can just do this. Also, these are not blue belts, so this is fine. Input priority left. Then this one, input priority right, so that it... Wait, no, input priority left as well. Wait, actually, no, it doesn't matter. This can be both. But then... I want this. Too far. Wrong size. I'm doing everything wrong. Let's see. This needs to go here. Because that's going to be there, there. Okay, here. And then requester. Somewhere. Where's the requester? Here's the requester. Put this in here. I would like to request stone, please. However much is the maximum. Actually, wait. There might not be a maximum on this. How full or how much can be stored in one of these again? That's 50 times. That's 10 by 4 by plus 8, so that's 48 divided by 2 gives 24. So, order of magnitude is a problem. Wait, how if I just do this? Okay, yeah, let's not do that. Anyway, yeah, 2400. There we go. And I might as well let it request from buffer chest. I don't think it hurts. Why is this marked for deletion? I probably hit Control Z accidentally somewhere in there. Let's try this again. Stone. 2500. Request from buffer chest. And now let's grab some stack inserters, which I should have on me. Yep. And then I just need to grab some power. Take that. I'll just place it myself. There we go. And all of that is being delivered. Coming from there. Also, where is this? Oh. In here again. Clearly they're getting in here in a way that I'm not taking into account. This time I'm going to try to do this a little bit faster. If I can. Why isn't this letting me select? Okay, there we go. I'm going to go directly over here so that I can try to intercept it myself before it gets further in here, so that it doesn't try to attack one of these. Because they're probably gonna hit the water pickup, actually. This water is in the way, but probably isn't a problem. Nope. Okay, good. And here are the things that are attacking. Any more attacking? Don't think so. I think it's fine. Any other damage things happen? Nope. Okay, good. But I would like to know where they're coming from. Probably through here? Maybe? Probably. Actually, that would make sense. Yeah. One of... Wait. Nope, still confused. No radar over here, so I can't really scan. But, my guess is that they're coming through here. Oh, I appear to be stuck on water. Okay. Sorry, I went silent. Yeah. I want to continue expanding this because I want to put the blue circuit somewhere over here. This is not worth it. Yeah, I'm just going to cover over this one. Which probably means... I'll delete it when I get over to it. Now I do have to be aware that there is stuff down here that is not shielded against yet. Let's just bring that to there as the boundary, which I think is what it already was, which is good. Okay. Bunch of construction bots going back and charging, all to get rails probably, which luckily there doesn't appear to be a charging limitation right next to it, at least for now. Could be eventually. Any deadlock? No, but it is being a little slow. But it's not out of water. Ooh, actually, it might not be fully keeping up with the amount of water needed. Yeah, because that is now out of water, which means these are probably... Yeah, these are out of water. So power is going to be surging. Yeah. Yeah, this is why you normally don't try to bring water in by train, but it is fun. Anyway, but yes, that is working. Look at all the bots, once again. Construction bots, using about 1,500. And logistics bots, I'm using... actually only about 1,000 right now, 1,200. Nope. Oops, didn't mean to place those in. I think I caught it. What's exploding now? Once again, it's right in the middle. Where is this coming from? Probably down here, across here, across here, across from here, somewhere in here. One of these. So I just need to add defenses on here, which I think I'm just gonna do. Yeah, I'm just gonna land this. I can remove them later. This will require 2 passes. Also, I'm still out of laser turrets, so imperfect. Actually, I'm gonna bring that back because I want that to be like that. I don't want these to be overlapping just because it looks weird. The Great Construction Bot Migration. Oh, they have to go all the way up here to pick this up. Oh, that means there's probably not very many of these. Let's get a couple extra of these in here. One moment. I wanted to check something, but I couldn't check the thing. That was probably fine. I'm not seeing any dropped frames, so that would be the thing that I would see. I've been having intermittent internet issues on this computer, specifically Wi-Fi issues, which I have a theoretical way I can fix that soon. Oh, this should be this. Oh wait, no, I do need that. Forgot to balance it. Yeah, so I have internet network issues on this that I need to fix, but I should also be able to get Ethernet at some point soon connect to this, which should also fix the problem. Basically, my Wi-Fi driver is not working. It's unstable. Waiting for that. There we go. Happy to see that the bots can fully keep up. Or at least, well, actually not fully. Not that far off. No, they are keeping up. Okay. Let's see. Next pass. Oh, most of the bots are going over here. Eternally out of laser turrets. Still due to batteries. Still due to batteries, that's what I was trying to say. There we go. Literally just crafting speed is the problem. I do have a couple of beacons on this. Is there room for a third one? Nope. Unless I move this over, which, I mean, I could, but that would require moving all of the items, and I don't think I want to. Minimap looks kind of cool. I didn't look up there before. Good to see this up, even if it isn't always up 100%. Double check power usage. Actually getting a little bit high, and that will get higher as more and more modules are produced. Oh, this is under attack for once. Interesting. Okay, anyway. That's right. This says the thing that I'm going to get the alert for forever. Because there's just the one bot that can't put anything anywhere. Because it's out of this. However, this isn't connected to any network. I could link it into this. That isn't. Yeah, that is another stone network. Maybe I should do that. Doesn't take care of everything, but it's not bad. And it's not going to share stone between them, so that's good. We don't want it to. Yeah, I think I'll connect these. I'm going to need to add some radar in here too. Let's get some power to it first. Is that connected? That might not be connected. That's connected. Wait, this might not actually have a robot in its storage. No, it doesn't. Okay, so I need to build out from this side. Which requires building the radar out from this side, which I should have that radar, I believe, because I think it's in the builder train. Is it? Maybe it isn't. Doesn't look like it. Oh, and this is slightly broken. Oh, no, actually no. Never mind. That's not broken. That's how that's supposed to be. But I don't have any radar up here at all. So unless I take this out, which I might, I'll have to go up here myself to fix this. Might be worth it. Oop, nope, don't want those two. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go up here and improve this. But I'm not gonna connect these. If I'm gonna come up here, I don't need this. Anything new it's out of? Nope, still the same things. It's down to 1.2k module 3s though. Nope. Oh, this is finally not producing? What was this just out of? Was it blue circuits? Yeah. Okay, blue circuits is finally a problem. Or, no, actually, I knew that was a problem. That's why we're doing this. Never mind. Let's see. Storage chest. Heck, that pop-up came up again. Sorry. Let's just place this in by hand. There we go. No longer an issue. And then I guess I can fix that one chest full of stone by adding a requester chest for stone and feeding it into here. Actually, I can feed it in up here, actually. So, wait, here. As long as this is in fact stone, which I believe it is. Yep. I only need to drain this really slowly, so I'm just going to do requester chest. Might as well make it a stack inserter, that doesn't hurt. And then power over here. I'm gonna go back and, yeah. I'm gonna go back and remove these after it's done transferring everything. But for now, this is good. So, request stone, please. That isn't connected to the main network, right? Correct, okay. This might not actually have any logistic spots. No, it does. Yeah, this is just going to slowly drain out the stone from here, which is good. Perfect. Okay, back down here. Let's just go down to here, because why not? This seems like a good spot. The stone production isn't actually that fast, and this is not, like, this isn't the biggest field. It isn't small. Also, this is completely undefended from the top. Continue to build this, but I think the reason I wasn't continuing to build that is just due to that laser turret shortage. Because this buffers laser turrets, but I don't want to use it because I don't want the builder train to bring more out. About a quarter of the way done, I think. Okay, next pass. I mean, I could help it out by coming over here myself and placing in those reports, but nah. This works. So I'm not entirely sure I should have added the wall here. But might as well leave it now. Doesn't hurt. Backed up. Output backed up. Perfect. This one... Fluid ingredient shortage. That's water, right? Yep. Out of water. Because all of it's going over here. I might want to add in a couple more water trains, even though there is a higher risk of deadlock. Or actually just a higher risk of backing up in general. There's a bunch of trains at water weight. That's going for a pickup. Okay. Yeah, now they're all going back this way. Wait a minute. Fluid ingredient shortage. It's the other fluid. Petroleum gas. Hello. Yes. This is expanding so that I can get the processing units in place. Oop. But right now, just noticed that petroleum gas is low here, and I'm not entirely sure why, because I thought this was fast. But, nope. Wait. Okay, yeah, that's not full. No, actually, that means that this has finally worked through its entire buffer of petroleum gas barrels. Finally. Perfect. Okay, good. Now there's a different problem of this is not producing anything. Why? This should not be able to deadlock like this. I think somewhere my logic is bad. Output full. Yes. So, is that light or heavy oil? I think that's heavy oil. So for some reason the heavy oil is not being distributed correctly. This should be taking in heavy oil, I think. Yes. Okay, so why isn't overflow happening? I don't even remember what's supposed to be managing that. Slightly confused. What's supposed to be managing heavy oil? It's down here. Okay, so that's here, this line, this pump, and there's no heavy oil in here because this is disabled, and there's heavy oil here. Okay, so for some reason this is broken. I don't remember what signal I have configured for that. Oh wait, this says it has a lot of petroleum gas. Because it does. Is the problem it just isn't balanced? Oh, yeah. Why isn't it balanced? I have no idea. But for some reason it isn't balanced. Maybe I made a bad assumption while making this part. I mean, it is slowly getting petroleum gas. It's these first three, which are all driven by this, which comes from here, which comes from here. Yeah, I think it's just that. But this should also just be able to redistribute itself naturally, which I think is why it's actually still technically moving. Yeah, I think the reason this is actually still working is because this can flow sideways, even if it can only flow sideways slowly. Oh, wait, I see the problem. It just gets pumped back this way. That's a lot of things breaking very quickly. That's bad. Let's go deal with that actually worse issue. That's the first time in a while that I have destroyed something actually important. Oh, that's a big one. Huh. That's a really big area of effect. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I don't have any defenses up here, and I guess the pollution finally got far enough. Is that all of them already? I think that's already everything. Okay. Yep, okay, good to know. Defenses time. Where did that actually come from? Maybe around here? Sorta? Possible? Unlikely. It would choose a different route. Which means it's this one. This has to be the one, or something else close by. Okay, now it's being attacked. This one's less of a problem. I failed to account for my pollution cloud expanding this quickly, even though I really should have. Let's continue building this. That's a fish. I'm gonna get that oil in. Like, I'm not even gonna worry about making that a full outpost. I'm just gonna copy this station and use it. Which just has have some extra stuff. Actually, will this fit? This might not actually fit. It might. Oh, radar missing is a problem. Let's just put that there. Oh, I can't do that because there's water. I need to do this. Anyway, yes. Assuming you're still here, probably are. My current new plan is I'm going to see if I can finish this whole playthrough, this whole Megabase, through to launching the science goal that I wanted in 4 days. I highly doubt that I can do it, but if I can manage it, then that means I can play Space Age on my birthday, which would be cool. Okay, let's see if I can figure out how this works. Oil is here. Oh, wait, which way do the trains go? Trains go this way. So I shouldn't use that. I should just use the normal fluid station. I guess I can keep that on my help bar. Why not? Where is it? Fluid load station. Here it is. This is not landfilled yet, I don't think. No, this is not landfilled yet. Okay, let's do that. Also, yeah, I don't need this anymore. Let's just remove that. Okay, landfill. Put it back in inventory, and then back into here, here, and then put it in here, re-add it here, grab this, go in here, get the landfill in, wait, and then get the rest of it in. And then I can just get the oil connected to that. By the way, the reason I added the qualifier of I think you're still here but not sure is because the viewer count went down by 1. Again, it's been at 1 consistently the whole time, and it was up to 2 for just a moment when you showed up, and then it went down again. So I wasn't sure whether you left or whether the ghost person, whoever it is, left. I've had quite a few like bot chats throughout the stream so far. 4 of them. No, 3 of them. But still, it's a decent number for doing it, or 2 hours, 15 minutes. Okay, the oil's in here, but it's actually underneath some stuff, so I think I should just clear it out. Ooh, that's a lot of stuff to clear out. Let's just do the whole thing. Why not? Oh, I'm picking up fish. Let's go. Bot fishing, but the big version. Let's go bulk bot fishing. Anyway, yeah. Waiting for the landfill to actually go in. I'm probably gonna put the blue circuits, here. This cell, I think. Right here. Yes, I am very aware of burnout. I experience that fairly often. Even like, or more accurately, that's really easy for me to get various levels of burnout. But in this case, I don't think I think burnout is less likely in this case, just because the reason that I haven't been live streaming in a while is not because I didn't want to live stream. It's just because my brain didn't let me. I don't really know how to describe that. Which is different from how I normally experience burnout. So I don't think that was burnout. I think that was something else, and therefore I think I still have some margin that I can try to work on. There's something attacking right here. I guess I might as well go get this. I will be aware of it though. Where is that? Down here. They can do it. Oh, these are worms. That's why they did so much. These can do a decent amount of damage. Anyway, any more worms over here? Nope. Okay, all good. Let's go back up here. And also, let's get some more grids in. How is there still no landfill here? Oh, I ran out of landfill. That would explain it. Apparently the gigantic backlog of... Oh, wait. Part of the problem is because, actually, I'll explain it once I... Oh, it's here again. I guess I'm going to rescue this next. Oh, wait, let's not go there, because water. Okay, one more try. There we go. I should just get a temporary defense on this. Okay, what was I saying? That was distracting. Yes. So I hooked up the stone from the base into the stone from the actual Megabase into where'd they go? One moment. Where'd they go? Did they go up here? They probably are. It's probably these. Well, anyway, yeah. I hooked up the stone from the Megabase into the old base, so that I can actually continue to produce the bunch of stuff that is only produced over here. But I hooked it up after the landfill connection. I probably should have hooked that up into it, but I think what the better idea is this. Actually, that means they don't actually have to be right here. Is that all powered? Nope. I can just slide this over. That'll power everything. I don't want the base to, or I don't want to wait for the base there. Let's just place those in. There's going to be a ton of stone being delivered here. Which is going to go into, or come from here. Now, I still don't actually have that much stone. This is not producing very much, and this one's essentially out. It's pretty close. So I can't, like, this will probably burn through stone faster than I'm getting it. But stone isn't critical for anything right now. So I'm okay with burning through the whole supply and running low. There we go. Here comes landfill. Oh, wait, this is still... Wait, no. This isn't assembling machine 1. Assembling machine 3. I don't remember what I said. Anyway. Okay, so these are requesting... Oh, here come the rest. I was worried that this is going to constantly be too low, but nope, they're just in a big burst. That's better. Should be a whole bunch of landfill. Interestingly, that's not going down. It's still 601, but maybe it's just overwhelmed. Also, we're down to 1.1k Mark III speed modules needed. So we're actually producing that decently quickly at this point. That's the providers. Yep. So this should be good. Construction bots. It's fine. Yeah, the construction bots are on their way over here. Maybe they only update once the bots actually pick them up. Oh, something else is being attacked. Ah, that's fine. Okay. Here we go. Here come the bots. Still 601. It'll be fine eventually. I know. Luckily, I don't need to count on that number. It's just a little bit weird that it's not updating. Where's the water boundary? Somewhere over here. Let's do this. Look at all of these things missing. A lot of those are the tier 3 speed modules. But some of them are laser turrets. A lot of them are also laser turrets. And some of them, although not over here. Well, I mean, yes, over here, but not anywhere else. Wait, no. That is actually here. Look at that. Flamethrower turrets are already in. Anyway, yes, so, but over here, a lot of these missing are... Actually, I think all of these missing are flamethrower turrets. Because I don't have those in yet. And I don't know when I'm going to put them in, because I don't think I need them. At least not for a while. Anyway, let's continue getting these in. Apparently that wasn't fully in. Good to know. Glad I rescanned over that. Okay, well, some of them are in. Still says 601. That'll be fine in a moment. Here comes a train of construction bots from down here. It's always fun to watch these streams of construction bots. Let's go back and check on this. How's this doing now? Has not corrected itself yet. I need to redo how I'm doing these pumps. Because right now the problem is that it's just pumping all the way back down to the start. So I should probably add some logic in here so that that doesn't happen, basically. But if I don't need it... No, I do need it. I just need to do that. I should change it in the lab, though. Oh. A little bit worried about that, but okay, back over here. Where is that petroleum thing? Refinery setup. Here. Yes, this. I need to figure out how to wire this because this testing setup does not have the same problem. Yeah, the testing setup is fine. Anyway, this pump is powering both of these directly. Okay, so that's fine. It just means that anything past here, so starting with this pump, needs to be based on the tank immediately next to it. So let's get... also, I need to do this quickly because the base could be exploding right now and I would have no idea. Where are... Here they are. Okay, yellow wire. Oh wait, do I need to move my camera over here? No, I don't. Okay. So, this one's fine. Yeah, I think I'll leave that. But this one needs to connect to here. I guess I might as well set up the condition first. Oh wait, for that one I do actually need to move my camera over there. Luckily, we can do that fast. I just need to find it again. Where is that oil processing area? Probably further up. Yeah, too far down. Oh wait, it's the one I started at and completely failed to notice. Okay. Yes, so it's this one. It is going to be enabled if this tank is lower than... petroleum gas is less than... I want this to fill up really full, so let's do 24K. This means this should be disabled right now. This is going to mean that this now fills up backwards in the other direction, but it should be a more easily correctable backwards. Okay. Oh wait, do I have this in two... How did I do this? This is weird. Okay, that's connected in here, so that's going to there, which means this one needs to be connected across to here. This one needs to be connected to... Oh wait. No, what I'm doing is wrong, because that's connected as the yellow wire already. So I need to do that. Need to remove that, and I need to use the blue wire because that's not being used yet. Let's try this again. The condition should still be the same though. Then that needs to connect there. This needs to connect there. What's next? This one. This needs to connect. Slightly confused. Let's see. That one goes down there. I wish I had a third color of wire. Paste, paste, paste. There's a very high chance that this is not actually going to work. Oh, wrong color wire. But I'm going to continue and just hope. Oh wait. No, that's right. Okay. This says it's working. It is not working. Slightly confused. Maybe it's just not going into the pump because this is here? I'm confused. Did this work? I have no idea. Okay, this end is filling up first, but then what I'm hoping to see is that these last ones fill up with no delay. Is this filling up fast? Not the fastest, but it is filling up fast. Maybe this is just not animated for some reason. But no. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on with this. This pump says it's working, and it does not appear to be working. Also, I think I want this wire to actually be connected to the end instead, or actually to the collection of tanks. That's what I should do. Okay, that's 5 of them. Which means instead of this being 24K, I want to do whatever, yeah, 125,000. Which means I'll bring that down to 120, no, let's do 120,000. There we go, so now that's based off of all of those. So now I can do the same thing on this, because that's not connected, and then I make this instead of 24,000, 48,000. Okay, that's that. This is linked to there, but I kind of want it to be linked to these two as well. Then 24, 48, what's next? Is it 96,000? No. 92,000. Let's just check. 25,000 times 3, and then subtract 3,000. Oh wait, yeah, I had that completely wrong. 72,000. I'm good with powers of 2, not 2,500. 25,000. Okay, let's see how this loading goes. I think these tanks are full enough, so this should load fairly quickly along the whole thing. But the back is still going to be the slowest. However, that should give this time to fill up a little bit. And in the meantime, this is distributed down. This still says it's working. And it does not look like it. Is that actually connected in? Oh. Well, that's the problem. That's been there the whole time. I'm going to have to fix that. But that doesn't actually change what's causing the problem in the normal world. That should be loading pretty fast. Yeah. Okay. In that case, I think I want to update the blueprint. And that needs to be this into here, including that, but nothing past it. Let's try that. And I really hope that works. Okay, is anything exploding? There's a train that needs to be built somewhere. Why is there a train that needs to be built somewhere? Don't know why there's a train that needs to be built somewhere. And there's no longer a train that needs to be built somewhere. Mystery train. Is this in? This is in. Okay, let's get this in then. Oh, apparently something is still not there, so I'm confused. Oh, wait. That's a little weird. Oh, wait. That may have just been an error in the selection. I am going to hope that this is working. Some of the timing was weird. I think this is fine. Anyway, let's get the new version of this down, and also let's fix this. No error, which means this is probably good, and it now has those additional wires. I think that should help. I really hope it does. I'm hoping what that should mean is that the fluid can float weight. No, that's not going to work until this fills up. Okay, so what I just did is completely useless. Just additional complexity. I don't know. I'm going to let it run and see what happens. I can always remove those wires later if I remember, and it's a problem. Okay, any deadlocks? No, good. Bypass is helping. This is going out to build here. Anything else exploding? Nope. Okay, let's get some more grids in. It's almost fully built. It was here that I was going to place it, right? I think. This grid? I think it was this grid, or maybe it was this grid. I could also put it here. If I put it here, that would leave the gap here. Actually, that would line up with this. If I put it here, it'll line up with that. Decision. I don't know. Wait, that can fill in there and there. So actually, I can go there and there. Where, so if I assume that those get their own zones, then all of this is taken up. So I can't. That's not a valid option. I suspect advanced circuits are what I'm going to need the most grids for, because I think that's the slowest to produce. Which means lines. And the fact that I already need 2 of those for one of these means that I think this is the grid I want to be in. Oh, wait. These are completely the wrong blueprint. Did I do that for everything? I may have used the wrong blueprint for all of that. I hope I didn't, but there's a chance I did. Oh wait, this is all of this is okay. So let's take that back. Anything else that I just placed that is the wrong kind? Little bit hard to tell. Not that I'm seeing immediately. Okay. I'm going to hope that I didn't miss something there. Let's use the right grid now. Okay, yeah. Here. Which grid is it? This grid. Okay. Or if I put it on top of land, then that technically leaves additional space for another thing, but I'm not going to worry about that. I'm going to leave this whole space open for copper wire. Yeah, so I can put this here. That's fine. This will work. Blueprints, Megabase. Let's just get this on the bar. Processing units. And then while I'm waiting for the grids to continue to be built, because they're not done yet, let's get back over here. Yeah, okay, continuing. Nope. I think I probably just removed the grid that I needed to. A little bit hard to tell. I accidentally placed one here. Okay, let's figure out how to get this in. Where's the oil? This is really hard to spot on this terrain. Okay. Do I have pump jacks on me? Yes. That is what they're called, right? Yes. That makes it easier to see. Okay, let's just place all of these down. Good, 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 good. Let's actually rotate that one. And that's all of them. Okay. Now let's get these in place. Let's see, that can connect across here, which means I think I want this to just be normal pipes, so that I can do this. Let's make that a ghost instead. Let's see. I think running this around... let's run it this way. Let's run it over the top. I'm not using the spine layout that I have been for oil fields, but not like it actually has much of an advantage. It's just convenient, so I can do something else. Okay. That does not quite reach far enough. Okay, this needs to actually be connected there and there. Oh, this should connect across like this. That connects very nicely right there. Okay, that can go here. I guess this is kind of a spine now. Okay. Is that everything connected already? Looks like it. I'll be able to tell once everything is actually placed in, which everything is in report range. Good. I'll get power down here soon. I need to bring this way. Here. This is where I need to connect through. Ooh, I can almost connect it right there, but not quite. Up through here is where I want to go. Or around the side might actually be better. So let's do... Oh, I'm actually going to need to put landfill in there. Okay, but let's just get the landfill there. Is that... No, that was the wrong button. There we go. So now that can go there and just wrap around. I think I should just run this the whole way. Ooh, the power poles might actually... no, never mind. Power poles might be a problem, but I don't actually think so. Where is that? Ah, it's these again. Are these going to go past? Or are they going to attack the thing? I really don't want them to attack exactly that. Okay, I need to go with that. Yeah, they attacked the exact thing I did not want them to attack. Ooh, what just happened there? Yeah, they're going around the whole outside. Actually, no, they didn't attack what I didn't want them to attack. It's all good. Okay. Now I just need to find the biters and take them out with the lasers. Ooh, actually that takes a moment. Let's run away from them while I do this. They actually did significant damage to the shield. Any more? I think that's good. Okay. Given that they keep attacking exactly there, I am going to add this right here. Yeah, that can connect up through there with a custom thing. So, I'll add that one too. Now, I am still probably out of laser turrets, but should at least get a couple down, I think. Okay. Oh, water, so I have to go this way. Look at all those trains going through here right now. Always fun to watch. And no deadlock. As always, wanted to double check that. Okay. I think that means that I can connect this around here now. Okay, and then here, bring this across here, and then all I have to do is jump the gap to get over here. That's the wrong place. There. Okay, and now I just need to get it down from here, which is aligned with this. Question is, can it actually jump that far? No. Oh, it's really close though. That's unfortunate. Okay, I'm gonna put the landfill, let's see, right there. Let's put it right in the middle. Technically, that's probably functionally the worst spot to put it, but aesthetically, I like it. Okay, landfill here. And I think I can jump this gap. Yes, once I actually get over here. Let's remove that, grab this, perfect. Now all I have to do is actually get power to here, which should not be a problem. Okay. Now here is the first one. That powers those. This only connects if I do that, so let's just do that. That powers both of those. I can get this around here to power... can't quite do all three, so let's do that. And that, well, almost. That should almost be everything, as long as I set this to oil pickup, which I want to select the pre-existing one. Oil pickup, go! And let's not stand on the rail, because then if a train comes here, I will be obliterated. I think the grid is out far enough now that I can get the lost track of train of thought. One moment, rebooting. Yeah, grid is far enough that I think I can start getting that processing unit. There we go. Got it. Production in. No idea why that took that long for me to get. Anyway. Luckily this does connect down here. That's kind of fun to watch. Spider trying to navigate the extremely tight area. Why isn't this covered? Oh, because this does not have power. Why doesn't it have power? That's the better question. Because for whatever reason that is not connected, despite the fact that that should definitely have a wire. Oh wait, maximum of 5 connections reached. Huh. That's a new problem. Let's just do that. I'm gonna put it here, I think. It's just one of these two cells. Nope. I think I put an extra grid in there, accidentally. Shouldn't matter. Just slightly worse for defense for this exact moment. I have 15 minutes until, wait, no, I have 25 minutes until I need to end the stream for tonight. However, I think that's enough time for me to get this in. Also, look, I'm less than 1,000 Mark III speed models needed. That's about to go up again, though, because I'm about to put this in. Yeah, here or here? What do you think? Right up next to the gap or here? I don't think it really matters. It's just for how the trains navigate. Because this makes it easier for the trains to navigate to it by just a tiny bit. But this gives it just a little bit more space to start with, which also doesn't really matter. So how's this doing? Just fine. Whole bunch of landfill being produced very quickly. Even though those don't have speed modules, it still goes plenty fast. Although I am actually about to use a huge amount of landfill to put this in, because this is all water except for this tiny little island. Same with this one. This one has a little bit more land. I think this one. Do I? Do I actually think that? Ooh, is that signal? That signal might... Wait a minute. Oh no, what's exploding now? Oh, that spot. Okay, let's go over here. Oh wait, water. Water is a problem, so I need to go here first. Up here, that's actually doing a lot of damage quickly. Actually, wait, no, I want to do that path directly across to get out of the water. Could have gone a little bit more directly, couldn't tell exactly where the water boundary was. This is a lot of damage very quickly. Oh, including taking out speed modules. That's unfortunate. At least they haven't hit a storage yet for the copper. Still more. Where is that? Is there another one somewhere? No. I heard one more beep, but does not appear to be here. So I'm going to say it's probably fine. Oh, never mind. Where is that? All the way down here. Where's the water? Down here. Okay, so I can just go directly. Yeah, this is now producing a lot more pollution very quickly. It's interesting that so much is up here, but I guess that's probably just because this is still a lot of production going on. And also, I guess it makes sense that the thing it was attacking was laser turrets, but it probably got hit. Well, where'd it go? Did it go up here? Yeah, it went up here. That's probably the one. Okay. Yep. I actually have plenty of oil, so this isn't being used yet, but I might as well get it while I'm here. Anyway, okay, so how do I want to connect this? Here or here? Because they do appear to have, yeah, it does appear to have a blueprint problem. Maybe, if I saw that right. No. Slightly confused. Something was being marked as colliding down here. Oh wait, it's a tree. Okay, that's why I was there. I didn't see the tree. I'll put it down here. This seems like a good spot. That's going to be... Oh wait, that's going to need a lot of landfill, and I didn't landfill the blueprint yet. So it's going to start putting a couple things in, but it's not going to put the landfill in. So let's fix that. Also, what's exploding now? That could be better, particularly with the trains. I don't think they're going to attack anything critical, though. Probably. I think they're going to go directly over to here. So I can do this. Production... Where is it? Processing circuit. Processing unit grid. Let's put that in my inventory. Get out of there. Grab this. Landfill it. Put it back. Go back over here. Go back into the Megabase. And put it back here before... Does that already have... Yeah, that has landfill now. I don't actually have to update that separately. Okay, so where is it? Right here. And that's going to be a huge amount of landfill required. don't have enough in storage yet. Landfill takes so much stone to make. This is working as fast as it can, though. Is it this button that I have set? Oh, I have the wrong module set. That's the wrong button. This one, okay. Let's... Wrong button. Clear all. Okay, I would like assembling machine 3 to have speed module... I'm gonna go with speed module 1s. And then just upgrade these through. So I'll bring speed module 1s over here. Yeah, because I'm gonna need a lot of landfill very quickly. But yeah, I know I have spare module 1s. Quite a lot of them, I believe. Actually, probably, isn't it this? Nope, that's the wrong one. Is it this one? Yes. Yeah, I have 14,000 speed module 1s extra right now. I am going through the buffer, I think. I'm pretty sure I'm using those faster than I'm producing them. But yeah, I have plenty of speed module 1s right now. Actually, I'm curious. What about speed module 2s? Do I have a buffer of those? Also, yeah, that's probably the right one. Okay. Speed module 2s. I have -9, so yeah, I probably don't have spare of those. However, I will produce them pretty quickly, so I probably can still upgrade this in place pretty quickly. Where are those modules? I know they're on their way. It says they're on their way, but they're not here yet. They're still not here. Where are they? There we go. This is now crafting substantially faster. It is still keeping up with the inserters, though. Yep. Okay. So now, upgrade planner. I think I need to upgrade this that way. Yep, this isn't being upgraded yet, but it will be some point soon. I'm pretty sure that might get priority. I'm not sure. Regardless, I'm still waiting for the... There's that pop-up again. Yeah, I'm still waiting for the landfill, though. That's the primary bottleneck right now for construction. Which also means I probably can't finish putting these in yet, because these are also waiting for landfill. Some things can go in, though. Which means I'm going to have to wait for a bit for this to actually go in. And this is probably going to be the last thing I do tonight, is get this processing unit started. I keep mixing up production and productivity right now for some reason. Those are not the same word, but they do just, yeah, they do both start with P, so maybe that's the problem. I wonder how long it's been since the last thing I researched. Actually, wait, don't I have the Milestones mod? I don't know if I have the Milestones mod. Is it Here, no, this is not going to have milestones. Let's quickly check. I'm curious. Controls, search. Control-Alt-M. Does this show research? No. Okay. So I have no way of knowing without going through the recordings how long it's been since my last research, but it has been a while. Good to see this is actually doing something. Wasn't it like episode 4 that I'd blasted research? Episode 4 or 5? Maybe as late as 6, but I doubt it. Anyway, whatever it is, it's been let's just round it. Let's just approximate. It's been about 15 episodes. Each episode is somewhere between 2 and 6 hours long, I think, on average. So I guess I can call that 4 hours as a very quick estimate, which means that it's been about 60 hours since I last did any research in this Let's Play, in this playthrough. It's been a while. So is this landfill. This is still taking a while. At least it is, like, it's not going that slowly. It isn't terrible. I'm curious if this has been upgraded yet. Nope. But they are actually on their way. Is it those construction bots? No, those are going to there. Modules would be coming from down here, I think? No, they'd be coming from here, so it's probably one of these. It is very hard to spot these as they come in, though. Nope, one of them got put in. Oh, wait. There may have only been one being delivered. But there's one upgrade now. Which means this has now been... This is now working at its crafting speed of 2.375. And I think stack inserters are no longer keeping up. Only just, but still. I'm actually going to help it along. I'm going to grab, let's see, another pair of these and just put them on there. I will need to power that. Let's just put that closer. I'm not close enough to actually put that in myself. Hello. I'm going to end my stream in like maximum 12 minutes, but hello for now. Oh look, they're all being delivered now, probably. Yeah, sorry. 10:40 is my bedtime, and I'm pushing my live stream up to that exact moment. How's this doing? Still a bit. My plan is to get this in before the end of the stream, but the landfill's taking a while. Nope, something's being damaged. It is no longer being damaged. Anyway, this is pretty far along now. Anyway, but yeah, I am currently planning to live stream a lot in the next 4 days. Because this is unlikely for that to actually happen, but I'm going to see if I can try to finish this whole playthrough in the next 4 days so I can play Space Age on my birthday. So I'm planning to do a lot of live streaming in the next couple days. So it should be easier to find what I'm on, because it won't be like one every month and a half or 2 months. Yeah. What that probably means is my next live stream is probably going to start in like around 12 hours from now, maybe 10 hours from now, depending on how long I sleep for. Still waiting for these to be delivered. It says they're being delivered. It's just taking a while for the bots to get here. Where are they coming from? I really want to know where it's taking those modules from. Like, do I have a buffer chest somewhere over here for modules? I probably do, actually. It's probably the problem. They're going to the buffer chest first. Also, look, we had enough chat messages this stream for Nightbot to trigger the automatic thing. I don't actually know what I have that set to. It's slower than default, but other than that, I don't know. Anyway, oh, this is some of the problem. This is a lot of charging. Same here. Oh wait, this is why it's taking a while to get there, is because they were charging right here. I probably should build more roboports. Okay, this is now running at 2.75 times speed. I'm not gonna upgrade this to tier 3 modules because I don't have them. Radar? Oh, actually, radar exploding is not a good sign. Yep, as expected, it's in the middle of the nowhere. Middle of the nowhere? Why did I add the in there? Anyway, although... Oh wait, I think that may have gone down this way this time. Every other time it's gone up, but I think it may have gone down, so I'm going to run over here. Oh, I'm actually closer than I thought. I forgot where I left my character. But I think those are probably going to hit this, right here. Or maybe this, but probably this. Yeah, this is not the one that was just there, but they tend to hit that, I think. Yep, here they are. Okay. I didn't have to walk over there then. Good. Yeah, I will add more reports because this is a problem. I should have a better setup for landfill soon. Like, I should make that, but I don't right now, so I'm doing this silliness. I need a substation on this. And then this other one can be powered with this. And that and that. Okay. That should help a little bit. Don't know how much, given how much is stuck here. Also, how's my grid doing? Just fine. This is when I wish I could configure this to put it on the near side of the belt, but can't. I don't really think I need to. I think well, no, it's not keeping up. Okay, let's just, in that case... Ooh, this is going to be really bad for the stone. I want to cancel this request. Oh wait, there's not actually that much stone in this. Okay, in that case, I'm going to cut this, remove it. I'm going to move it up to here. Actually, this might put on both sides of the belt just by default. Because it's going to hit this. If not, then I can balance it after down here. Okay. Oh, those other bots are probably... It's probably going to take a bit to get for these roboports to go in, because the bots that are going to place the roboports are probably going to get stuck trying to charge right here. Also, I probably don't actually need this, given that I think a lot of the problem is that they are... one moment. I forgot how to cancel that deconstruction, so I guess it's fine. The construction bots can just go pick all of that up. Yep, so yeah, these roboports are stuck here. So that might be a problem. Particularly since this is almost certainly going to get stuck. However, I think landfill may have actually caught up now. Oh, I need to move my character back over here to be able to see. Marshmallow mangrove trees in the way. Yep, that looks good. Okay. Go. This is going to be a lot of construction robots again to place all of that. It's also going to be a lot of module 3s, but actually not as much as some other things. Yeah, this only needs 302 module 3s just because it's a smaller amount of assemblers total to get the production I was aiming for. Still not deadlocked. Good. So either the random chance didn't happen to make it deadlock, or this fix helped. Which is probably a combination. This is fun. Let's quickly check on this. Oh, wait, no. I don't want to go over there. I want to go over there. I want to see if this is filling up with oil, like it should be. Oh, I got myself stuck. Yes. It's already full enough that it should probably be calling over a train. Is this enabled? Yes. It just doesn't need to actually, like, there's not an oil train that needs to pick it up. Try again. The oil's not being used fast enough for it to need to pick that up. Although this is still a problem. This is still not full. This might be a different train though. Not sure. This relies on being backed up to here for it to balance correctly, which is not great. Anyway, this should be going in down here now though. Okay, 2 minutes until I wanted to end the stream. This is not in yet. I do want this to be in before the end of the stream. So I guess it's going to last a little bit longer. I doubt that much is going to happen though, because I am just waiting for this and probably occasionally catching when biters are attacking. The laser beams of robots are arriving. Oh, look, I can put in the rest of these now. Well, maybe not the rest, it's not quite there yet. Also, it looks like something may have been missing here. Report right here. For some reason. Let's check that. Oh wait, actually I could have walked over that. The landfill's there. But let's see why that didn't go in. Is this just a ghost? Yes. Okay, that's why. That'll be in shortly. Didn't actually place in all the ghosts. That should be closer. Still not everything. Slightly confused as to why it's not actually placing everything in on the first pass. I just spam clicked that several times, and I didn't hear the sound anymore. Yeah, that was weird. I have no idea why that took more than one click. We're still under 1,000 requested though, looks like. Although it may have just not tallied enough yet. We'll see shortly, I think. That is going up. Actually, yeah, that is going to go up a lot because these are still ghosts. And I don't think those are going to count the speed modules yet, probably. Don't know that for sure, though. Could be wrong. It's fun to see the border of arrows of the other things that aren't built. Oh. That's gonna be destroyed, but it's just gonna go over here and be fine, so that's fine. Not worried about that one. I have hiccups. Looks like we have all the things that need to go in here. It's just waiting for the robots. How many of them are still locked up here? Actually, it's fine. There's still a lot charging, but this is better. Now the problem is the logistics bots can't keep up with the stone, but I think that'll settle itself out shortly. Yeah, we have plenty of landfill in stock now. Let's put this in again. Yeah, so why aren't these grids always placing in everything? Also, I didn't mean to put that in. Horsepower? Fine. Is this deadlocked? No, but it is buffered. As long as it doesn't go over here, like before, it'll be fine. But I don't think it'll go over there. I'm pretty sure these will do the same thing as they do every other time and go through here. Also, they always target radars, as far as I can tell, so I think it's fine. Okay, how far along is this? Pretty close. Actually, is this fully built now? It might be. I wish it was daytime. Okay, trains are coming in to drop things off. So we have the two kinds of chips. This should be sulfuric acid. Well, I mean, it is, but I don't have a train for it yet. So let's add that in, and I think that's everything. I think I'm faster than a robot. So I am going to go this way. And I'm going to build the train over here. So the robots don't have to fly as far. Okay, well, it would be faster if I wasn't trying to cross water in the worst possible way. I thought I was shift-clicking. Okay, let's grab the fluid train. And I think you're going to be placing it right here, which direction is that going? This way, I think. I think it goes up. Yeah. Okay, this can go here. That'll be built, and then I'll make this the sulfuric acid train. Make sure it goes over here so I can watch the first, like, couple productivity modules go in. Not productivity modules, I keep saying the wrong thing. Blue circuits. Processing units. And then think I will leave it there for now. And then I'll add the station to bring it over here to speed up this. Probably. Well, no, I should just build the actual production cells for that next time. Which, I mean, that won't be too difficult. I'll probably just do that at the start of next time. Where are the robots with the train parts? I've produced 20 million electronic circuits. That's cool. Are these the robots that are going to pick up the trains? Or is that... No, that's the laser turret. That was a productivity or speed module. These are the train things, right? Wait, is it? That was a little bit hard to tell. Yes. Okay. Train is on its way. And then we'll be done. Yeah, and then we will be done for today. Good to see this bypass is still being used well. I'm curious, how good is this still? Still 8.3 million iron in that, so that's fine. Where are the robots? Those are the other robots for the grids. Here's the trains. Wait, no, those are landfill. Trains should be soon, though. Here's the trains. That was so close to placing it, and then charged at the last moment. Okay. Apparently the engine's going to be last. Well, not quite. Second to last. Okay, you are going to be sulfuric acid. First load, then sulfuric acid unload. Wait until full, wait until empty, set it to automatic, wait for fuel. And then get in the train so that I can watch it. Double check everything? Yep. Okay. There we go. Here comes fuel. 2 of the 3 fuel. This is going to have to charge first, probably. No. Okay, perfect. Let's watch this run, then. There's probably a construction bot chasing this down to give it the fuel. It's going to be very disappointed when it gets the fuel from its pickup location. Look how colorful this area is. I just realized I haven't actually designed any of the science grids yet. It's going to be nearly impossible to meet the goal that I was hoping for, but I'll still try. Or meet the timeline, that specifically. Okay, I can get out of this. I do want to make sure I'm not going to be run over. That was close. The Spider-Tron can't walk over here right now. Where is it? It's over here. Okay, so let's bring it across there. Is there? Oh wait, that's water. To there, and then across to me. Actually, I want to be down here. Let's watch this start up. Here we go. Blue circuits. Okay, I missed the first couple. Anyway, this is up and running. I think that means that it is time to end the stream. I am going to wait until the Spider-Tron is back over here, though. Just so that I can get in it and not be lost when I get on next time. Here it comes. That was kind of amusing to watch. It's like, I'm a train. That was fun. Anyway, where am I? I'm up here. Okay. That means I can stand over here. Let's see if I can get the legs to go all over the place. Because why not? Unfortunately, I don't think they do that when I'm standing still. That's not terrible. Anyway. That is everything working. So... Oh, sliding down. Yep. Next time I will get the speed modules up and running, and then probably start designing science while that finishes up its buffer or its backlog. Yeah. So and then probably the productivity modules after that, because I don't actually need very many. So we'll do that after I start designing science, and then I'll start getting science in, and hopefully I'll be able to get everything. So thank you everyone for watching. Very happy to actually get myself to do a live stream again. That was fun. Yeah. So see you next time. If I end the stream in exactly 25 seconds, then it'll be precisely 3.5 hours long. I'm going to wait for that to happen. Because why not? Although it's going to show up on YouTube as being 1 second shorter. 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 8, 7, 6, had to switch, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bye.